Hello there, good afternoon everybody, welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. I am here at the Everton Stadium, the new Everton Stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock, which is down the road there. I'm a little bit further up the road today, finding somewhere to park was difficult. Also, finding a break in the weather has been awful this week, as I'm sure you know, people that are in and around the Liverpool area watching. The weather has just been really bad, really windy, loads of rain. It's been the same today, but there's a break in the weather now. The clouds look different. You'll see when I get up there. There's a little break in the weather. I don't know how long for. So we're going to get up in the air now, and I'm going to go over some of your questions and comments you put to me from my weekend full fly around. Okay, let's get up there and have a look. This is the Everton Stadium on the 12th of September 2024, and it's around midday. Let's get up there. Right, okay everybody, you can see I'm already up in the air here looking at the east stand. You'll see, as I mentioned, the clouds are not looking great, so I'm going to crack on with this, and apologies if I talk quickly at all, but anyway, let's get into it. First up, I've got Mark Hudson 7359. He says, hi Nick, normal service has been resumed on Sundays, thank goodness. Yeah, I think you're referring to me being back and doing the Sunday videos. Thanks Mark. I'm not an EFC fan, I'm a Stokey, but this is breathtakingly amazing. I love the edging stones on East Fan Plaza around the shop. I'm guessing these are to replicate the dock wall. So the edging stones around the East Fan Plaza down here, you say they're to replicate the dock wall. So the edging stones, if you mean the actual paving stones themselves, are to replicate like the water, but the ones that go around the edge, they are to replicate the dock wall, Mark. And as we go along here, if I zoom in down there, you can see the actual old dock wall there as well. So you are right there, Mark. Yeah. Reason as well why I left yours in, Mark, because you've said you're a Stokey. I don't know if you know from watching my videos, but my eldest son, who, by the way, people have asked about my eldest son's leg. He broke his leg playing football last year. People asked how he's getting on. He's fine. He is good. He has recovered, but he's not back playing football yet, because basically he's not sure if he wants to carry on playing football after getting such a horrendous injury in a like amateur game, of course. So, but anyway, Mark, coming back to you, you're a Stoke fan. My lad's best mate, one of his best mates, is Lewis Kumas, who you have for the season from Liverpool, of course. But yeah, so we're watching them quite a lot to see how he gets on. He's been doing quite well. So yeah, just wanted to keep you in there. So good luck to you for the season, Mark. Thanks for your comments. Move on, I have John Brown, who says, great footage again Nick. Cheers John. A bit of a concern for me is that it looks like the seats below those expansion joints look like they get wet in rainfall, and will that be rectified when they do the final snagging work? Okay John, so when you say expansion joints, where do you mean? Do you mean like, so there's expansion joints here in the cladding? I'm assuming you're not talking about the cladding, no. Is it like there? Is that expansion joints in the roof? Either way, John, when I had my tour around the stadium, they did tell me that they are putting like caps on the expansion joints, okay, because they have to have expansion joints, obviously, as I think everybody knows, to allow for movement, but they are capping the expansion joints, so I don't think there's going to be like any issue of people sitting under expansion joints getting wet. It's going extremely grey again round here, so I want to avoid the rain, but yeah, it should be done that, John, okay. Shouldn't be anything to worry about as far as I know. Thanks though, mate. Moving on, I've got N. Tyler, who says, next time you're down, can you take a look at the north stand roof expansion joints? Still look way off and slightly unfinished. So Tyler, as I've said there, you say way off and don't look. There's the north roof. Saying it looks way off and nowhere near finished. But as I've said, any expansion joints are due to be capped. So it's not That's a walkway. So it's not a case that it's don't believe. Sorry, I've just lost your comments. My phone down. Like 100% finished. There are still bits to do. Tyler, okay. So it's not something I'd be concerned about. Move back round. I'm going to move on now to Carl Byron 4497. Sorry, I'm moving through. I don't want to move too much yet because what I've done, you'll see in a minute, I've pulled up like a comment from David Badcock, who's put like loads of things to look through, and it'll be parts that will be going over the north, probably Tyler, okay, and Tyler. So yeah, don't worry, we'll go over that way. Carl Byron has said, brilliant video, Nick, appreciate your risk in bad weather. I just got my first drone today and I was wondering if you could give me any advice on where I can apply for an operator ID, please. I have checked Google, but I'm suspicious of scams. Thank you and keep up the good work. Okay, so your operator ID, Carl, it's a government site, okay? It's called DMARES, so D-M-A-R-E-S. You put that in, DMARES. And when you go through that, get your operator ID. Make sure you also display it on your drone, Carl, okay? You have to display your operator ID on your drone when you fly. All right, so that's something. Good luck, mate. Good luck with your drone. Okay, now we've got David Badcock. So, David Badcock said, there's, how many points have you made, David? There's 11 points in total, which we're going to go through, starting here. David said, the grey middle morning accentuated the steel parts of the stadium today. What's happened to your Bright Mr. Drone branded hats? Okay, David, my Bright Mr. Drone branded hats will certainly come out soon because winter is coming. It is a bit cold already. I think it's due to warm up a bit next week, but trust me, David, you will be seeing my bright coloured hats very soon. Points of interest you've put, so at 2 minutes and 2 minutes 33, you can see they have installed custom shaped fencing to the new galvanised steel tower gates at the north vehicular and north half of the southern gate towers. I hope to see them start fitting bollards and gates to the southernmost entrance soon. So it's down here, David. I believe it's that part there, that piece of fence that joins to the gates, is it? That you're saying so that's the vehicular entrance, northern side. So that piece of like shaped fencing, and you've said also the north half of the southern gates. We can see there, and you can see the other angle just there fitted to the gates. You can see the top of it there. Great spot, David, thank you very much. There's yellow vans. Point 2, you've said at 2 minutes 19 and 3 minutes 16, Langeorg have at last fitted the 3 sets of pairs of double doors in the east and main portal. The left and central pairs, these two, are for the retail shop, which is on 2 floors, with the top floor stretched right across the main portal window, and the right hand pair are for access to the escalators up to the East End hospitality lounges. Thank you very much, David. They are certainly in. So left 2 there for the shop, right 2 to get in to the East End hospitality lounges. Thank you very much. We will move on to point number 3 at 2 minutes 18 and 3:20 minutes. We can appreciate how they designed the water effect slabs to be darker nearest the East End facade. It's hard to see. I think you need like certain light for this. Dark's near the East End facade and lighter down the slope to the old dock wall granite coping stones in the middle of the plaza. So you're saying it's like darker up that end then where this chap's standing there, but they become lighter further down, David. I wasn't aware of that. But so if you look at my video, guys, like David said, my video from last Sunday, my last full weekly fly around, if you look at 2 minutes 18 and 3:20, you should be able to see the different shading. Okay, I think you can certainly see it over there. You can see it's lighter there, can't you? Up there. That's brilliant. No, thanks, David. And you put point number 4 at 3 minutes 26. We can see that they are cracking on with the laying of the granite sets between the pump house and the northeast. Yeah, up there. Let's move on a bit. Between the pump house and northeast corner of the stadium, they certainly are cracking on, and in fact there's only a small bit to do there. So yeah, absolutely cracking on with that, David. Thank you very much. Point number 5 at 4 minutes 36. It looks as though they have at last started to install the south window coving the southeast end. Right, I've zoomed all the way out. Let's take a flight around. To that south east end to have a look at that. Coping, as pointed out by you. They've done more, David, as well. I think there was only a couple of pieces. It is there. You just ignore my drone talking to me, guys. So there, yeah, it's that piece that you said they've at last started to install the south window coving. I mean, I think when I looked back at the video what you'd done, they'd only done a couple of pieces, but it certainly is looking good, isn't it? Point number 6, point number of interest number 6 at 5 minutes 22. The OCD inclined subscribers will now feel relieved that it looks like the plus shaped wind baffles along the Nelson Dock balustrade will be in line with the 14 south stand white support steels in a pattern of 2 gap, 2 gap, 2 gap and 2. Love that, David. 2 gap, 2 gap. Give me some work to do. It's these. Just ignore that noise. I'm going to bring it in a minute. I've still got 5 minutes left, but it's telling me that it needs to come home. So it's these. So you're saying they are in line. And what you've said exactly, David, is you go 1, 2, in line with them, gap, 1, 2, in line, gap, 1, 2, in line with the pillars, gap, 1, 2. Love it, David. So I'm going to, before we move on, I'll tell you what, if we can ignore the beeping, we'll move on to point number 7 before I change battery. You say at 6 minutes 54, we can see that the water effect slabs laid on the concourse to the south of the movement joint. Water effect slabs laid on the concourse south of the movement joint and the terrace and concourse, which includes a southern stand tunnel. It's on a gradient down from the central flat area. Right, that's actually up at the west stand, and I'm not going to go up there today because of weather. There's quite a bit of wind, so apologies. Point number 7 we will just have to skip for today. But if you have a read at that, guys, David's saying that you can see that the slabs laid, the water effect slabs laid, it's on the west concourse, is at a gradient. So just have a look at that at 6 minutes 54, my last video. I'm just going to bring my drone down and change battery. Okay, just a quick battery change there. Battery went quite quick there, to be honest with you, because of the wind. Bit unexpected, but anyway, all safe and well, of course. Moving on, you'll see I've moved straight to a different position, ready for the next point of interest, which is point 8, that says at 7 minutes 39 we can see that they have managed to get a little over halfway across from the northeast corner with edge and stroke fascia that lips over the standing seam roof to the window coving. Okay, that is this here, and yes, David, you are right. They are, it's up to there, so they are just over halfway. Got to bring it to join with that, but yeah, doing well there. They are just over halfway with that. So that's coming on well. And point number 9, at 8 minutes 10 we can see that the previously white posts on the 4th from the end north stand overhang is now being repainted black, and the 2nd and 3rd posts that were previously grey primer are now painted white. That's down here, these posts. You're saying that's been repainted black, this one. It's number 4 in, I think it was. And these two have been painted with the white primer. Sorry, been painted with the white undercoat. They were previously grey primer. Like, it looks like that one's kind of in the middle. The first one's in the middle of being painted. And these are very, very good details you've picked up on, David. Point number 10. At 8 minutes 52, it looks as though in the gap between the northeast corner and the columnar elm trees, the gap between the links to the north perimeter and low concrete base wall for the perimeter fencing has now shrunk to about a couple of vehicle widths. I expect when they have finished the granite set laying, they'll join that low wall up. Yeah, I see there. Yeah, that gap has certainly closed. There's only a very small area left there now, isn't there? There's the wall there, the low wall, guys. And there it is. And like David said, a couple of vehicle links at most. Some work going on there with the fence around that hole as well. But yeah, another good spot there, David. And point number 11 says at 9 minutes 23 we can see the hatch and platform structure that will be fitted into the hole for the northwest roof access. That is, let's come over. I believe that is there. So yeah, we can certainly see that. That's up on the west roof. Okay, and that brought me to the end of David's up. Apart from the fact, sorry, one last thing David has said, the seeding of the pitch. EFC put out an article on the official website discussing the pitch, and it stated clearly that seeding will not be completed until sometime in October. So I'd say that starting the seeding is probably about 3 weeks away. That's, yeah, David, I know, that's all good and well, but my information when I had my tour was, I was given the date, the 19th of August, seeding to start. So I'm not sure. What does everybody else think? And David, what's your opinion? Everybody's opinion. If they could possibly be a little behind with a few things, because I was also told the water on the west was due to start a while ago. Them starting to get that water in that channel there, that dock. Probably water in it at the moment because we haven't had some downpours recently. Tell you what, it's looking good though, isn't it? It really is. It's looking ready. Almost get to this bit, so almost looking ready. So yeah, good info about the pitch seeding, David, though. And as I said though, what's everybody's thoughts with the timings, because thought the water was due to start going in that dock before now. And the pitch seeding, we were definitely told 19th of August. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a flight back over this north stand for Tyler, who said about taking a look at the north stand roof joints. And if you can confirm that you do mean obviously on top of the roof, Tyler, and exactly what joints you mean. But I'm going to fly back over it. I've zoomed in a bit there as well, so we can just take a flight back over it, just for your benefit and everybody else's, Tyler, to have a little look. So Tyler, you said it looks way off and slightly unfinished. Just elaborate for me a bit. And I'll definitely say if you can pinpoint exactly, even on this video, if you look and pinpoint the exact minutes and seconds for me of where you want me to look, Tyler, I'll get on that for you. But well, now, as I've come over there, we'll take a zoom out, bring it all into picture, finish the video there before it starts raining again. Okay, everybody, there you go. That was my midweek video covering some of your questions and comments, mainly David Badcock's. Reason I did that, David Badcock's been great, as I think we all know, giving inputs into the channel and some of the extra things he does. But the full list with the minutes to look at like that, it's really good and makes these videos a bit easier for me. So every now and again, I'll go through yours, David, and pick them out. But there's also some really good things to look at as well. I'm sure everybody else agrees, so thank you very much for that. Before I go, I wanted to say a extra special hello and thank you for watching to Dan Ball. Dan, I hope you're okay. I really want to thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. You watch all the time. Your kids have mentioned to me that you've had a little bit of a tough year with some health issues, but you really enjoy watching the videos and they kind of help keep you going. So I'm really pleased that I can do that for you, and just wish you all the best, mate, as I'm sure everybody watching this does. Every Evertonian, every supporter, every subscriber, I'm sure will wish you all the best, as I do. So Dan, keep going, mate, chin up. I hope you're okay, and all the best to you and to your family too. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Please hit that button for me if you haven't subscribed already. Please subscribe. Keep your eye out as well. I'm going to be doing a few more studio based videos coming up very soon as well, okay, as we are slowly approaching the end of this one as well, another project ending. So yeah, guys, please like, share, subscribe. Take care, everyone. Bye now.